Hey guys, I was just going to try to show you how you could do your translation, reflection, and rotation if you do not have graph paper. Now, of course, the best bet would be to get graph paper, and you can actually go online and just type in graph paper and print it if you have a printer at home. If you want graph paper, I will definitely mail you some if you want that, if you think it would be easier. Go to Dollar General and buy some, whatever you need that would make this work. But if you don't want to do that and you would like to try to do this on Google Draw, I will show you how to do it. So what I've done is I've opened up a drawing, and what I'm going to do is I am going to insert from the web, and I just put in graph paper. Okay, now I started with this size graph paper here. Just a second, it did it just fine earlier, so let me try it again. There we go. So what I did is I put in a piece of graph paper like this, and if you want that size, that would work. After I did that, I thought maybe a finer grid might be better, and there's a couple down here, so let me just try this one here, see what it looks like. There we go. So that looks more like our graph paper if you want to use that. And let's see if we can go ahead and make it bigger without distorting it. Yeah, so be sure you drag in the corner so that you don't distort it. Now, the next thing that I would do, I would take your segment piece and let's go ahead and put in, now it shows me kind of where the center is here, and then I'm going to go ahead and not use what they show me as the center because I moved it, and maybe put in maybe across here. Okay, so there's my X and my Y axis on there. Now, when you go to draw your points, maybe you know something better than I do, but what I typically do is just draw a circle like that, and I take it with my paint can and fill it in. And then I just do a copy paste, and there's me a bunch of points to use, and you can always go back. So if on mine I want to do a maybe a house, okay, let's see if I can move these around a little bit to make it look right. Now I told you need to do 10 points, okay, and you do need to not do all horizontal and vertical lines. There does need to be some oblique lines, so maybe make sure it is when you go to do this one, sometimes it's kind of picky, but make sure it is the cross like that, because if you do the other, it will distort. I'm not sure why I can't get it. We're going to go ahead and go up here to this one. And so I'm going to put that up here. And I'll put this one up. I don't know. Probably should. There we go. Now it'll let me move it. And again, there. So this is going to be my house. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my segment piece, and I'm going to connect each of my pieces. And oops, move the whole thing. I need to click out first. That'll work better. Anyway, you can play with it. Mine's not the greatest in terms of, I keep moving it. There we go. And what you could also, whoops, anyway, like I said, it might not be the easiest, but you could also copy that and paste that segment, which I'm going to do because I think it would be easier. There we go. And see if I can pull this one back up here a little bit. It's picky. Oh well, you get the idea of what I'm doing. Again, I'm going to copy and paste that segment. It doesn't like it when you go to you're trying to work on the same. So I'm going to paste another segment. Maybe you want to just keep pasting. I can do there and then grab this corner and tip it up. Again, I'm going to paste another segment. I think that might be better than going up to the segment thing each time. And so I'm just going to bring that down and up. Paste me another one. And I'm going to rotate it up to here and down to there. Let's see, let me give you another one. I'm going to bring it up to here, down, one more. So now I said you had to have 10 points. Whoops, undo that. Whoops. Sorry, I just moved my paper there. I don't know how I did that. Let me go back up. Whoops. I moved my paper. So be careful not to do that. Sorry. Well, what is it doing? Come on. Sorry, I'm not sure. I'm new at this playing here. I'm not sure why. There we go. That was moving. So do be careful with that. See, it keeps moving there. Need to make sure I'm clicked on it because it's, if you notice I was clicked on that, see how I was clicked out there. I'll be sure I'm clicked on that. That's just me trying to hurry here. Okay, and oh, I need one more. So it was just when I was clicking on it, I realized what I was doing. I was clicking on the screen. There we go. Okay, and so there's my house. Now, again, that took me about 7 minutes to do that, but that could be, now, in terms of coloring, on this, as I had you do on some of the other, I'm not sure. You guys might know better than I do if there's a way to go in and do some coloring. But if you are using this and it's not possible to color, then don't necessarily worry about it. But you could print it and then go back in and do your coloring on there. But that would be my original design on that. And then, of course, when I start doing my reflection, then I'm going to, again, get my point back here. Let's see if I can get on a point. Now they're all getting on the others. But if not, I can just make me another point. So maybe I'm going to come back over. And I would probably do this in a different color as you're doing this. And so there is my, and so this one, I'm going to do it in, let's say, purple. And then, again, I'm going to copy and paste me a bunch of purples. And so when I start doing my reflections, and then I can just come in and put them where I need them. Okay? So if you don't have graph paper and you want to do this activity on the Google Draw, or if you happen to know of another app or something that you've used in the past, maybe with Mrs. Jellison, I am very open to having you do it. What you can't do, though, is just insert an image from the web. What I don't want you to do is just do a picture from the web and then put it in and do a reflection or a rotation on that. So if I insert that in, whoops, I didn't insert. I probably inserted both of them. Anyway, so what I don't want you to do is just insert one of those and do the reflections and the rotations and so forth. Okay? So you got the idea of what you could do, or again, you're going to do the same thing on graph paper. One of the things I mentioned is, though, be sure you don't go out too far here, because the problem is when sometimes if you rotate to this point, let's say you're rotating at 90 degrees, so 90 degrees sometimes might put it over here, and if you're too close, it would put it off your screen. So don't go right up to the edge here or to the edge of your top. Okay, so good luck on that. You decide how you want to do it. If you want me to send you graph paper, just let me know. I can do that.